go.
Hey, darling. My brain hurts. I hate sinuses. Oh no, they let anyone in. There's a pappy. Damn it. I can never hide. We're on the red, the purple, and the TikTok, just so we all know. So I'm not playing any music so that it will be allowed to post. I'm trying to get everything else loaded. It's not working. Like, we've had major issues.
Stay left and then turn left.
Really? Turn left? You don't say.
Turn left.
Run for your lives. It's a pappy! It's a run for your lives. Hang on. He finds me. It doesn't matter where I am. He will find me, and it's like he will summon me. I don't know why. He keeps coming back for more. I don't understand. We are not going to switch because...
You go live, it announces it in the Discord.
Ahem. Ahem.
What?
Hi.
Hang on.
What are we announcing in the Discord?
I said every time you go live, it announces in Discord. I was talking to the screen like you could hear me.
That's funny. No. Meg is laughing.
Oh, good
Thanks.
God.
Duck.
Yeah, I got you, like always. You're on my 2 tablets while I'm streaming, and I have my cell phone.
Told you, they let anyone in. They need to start doing better.
Guess what? I almost forgot.
Oh my God, you're loud. What?
I almost forgot about the committee meeting.
You almost forgot. You are not allowed to go anywhere today, and yet you did.
No, I was on the phone with my buddy. We were talking about
this is incompetence.
His youth group, and we were cracking up over the lessons he was doing with his with the kids, and he started giving me some of the without giving me the specifics, would give me the title, and I was trying to figure out where he was going, and then the last 2 that he gave me, I couldn't figure out. He had to give those to me.
All I hear is that you have excuses for almost not doing your job.
I was having. I thought we didn't really have anything new, anyways.
Doesn't matter.
But we're going to meet in 2 weeks instead of next week because of Halloween and pre-Halloween. Because next Wednesday is the night before Halloween. So, anyways.
Hi, Superman. How you doing, darling?
One of those days where the body and mind are out of sync. So.
Well, no, that's been like that for me for the last 4 days, 5 days. Being sick and not getting better is not happening. Acorn! Ew. And I am like croupy and coughing up mucus, so it's not helping at all. I have been really...
Are you able to keep stuff down at least?
No. Well, I mean, it's better than it was the last 2 days, but it's still not good. I'm still in the critical. So they want me to watch my intake and make sure I'm sipping, not drinking. So you guys, I love the hydrates. We can do them, but they're not going to be drinks. They're going to be sips, just so everybody knows.
Oh, so you did go get checked out?
No, I was talking on the free nurse line. Hi, James. Welcome in.
Okay.
Why is there no music? Because when I play music, I cannot let it post to any platform, and YouTube is just sitting stale over there, and it's not good. So I think I've decided I'm going to create a gaming channel that when I stream, I'll stream to that for KOVH so that it's separated from like the important stuff, because then we're also going to have the podcast YouTube and the podcast Twitch, so I want to keep them clean and separate so that we don't have any issues.
So no Pappy allowed in any of it.
No, you are forbidden from all of them. I'm allergic.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Every time we've been spending far too much time together. You keep getting sicker, so.
Yeah, I'm allergic to you. It's just I have not got my fix of Superman. He's like my zen. I've told you guys this.
Well, I'm just going to shut my mouth and let you guys talk.
We are talking. I want to make sure he's okay, and he's having the same kind of day I have, so we're on the same wave.
Yeah, the severe health issues, but yeah.
Well, I don't want you to have those again. You already took the cake with that one with the whole C word, and I don't want that, even though I think that's the next test they're going to do. I've avoided it through now, so, I mean, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Can we move? Just move a little. Yo. Move! Scooty booty bus. Bet you thought I was going to get hit. I was not going to get hit.
Get out
yes! Hi guys! Welcome in. So, no music, because then I can let it post. Unless I'm just in a mood and I need to not talk so much, and then I'll play it.
External music.
I do not have very much energy. Yes. I do not have very much energy, so I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stream in like blocks of time, but I do need to make sure I remember to reset, because evidently not only are my overlays annoying because they're not working right, but my voice inside my Streamlabs is not working. It was pointed out.
So it wasn't my imagination.
No.
It's the way it's filtering through.
It is. Something isn't right, but he's got to look at it, and he was tired last night, so. Speaking of which, I got Valheim.
Yeah.
I downloaded it.
You think that'll be something that you like?
I don't know. I hate it already, but it's just because it's confusing and hard. It is nothing like what I've played before, but it's on sale for $10 right now, so I said, okay, fine.
Always on. Games are always on sale when I can't buy them. Oh.
I know.
Valheim.
So I was watching all these YouTube videos, and everyone's flying through them, and then they reveal that, of course, these are streamers who are doing tutorials that have been playing it. So, of course, you guys know all the tips and tricks and things, because you guys have been flipping playing it. Try to go back to when your first days on these dang games were and remember what you didn't know, which was everything, and then try to talk to me and explain how to do things.
Hello, Alex.
Hello, Alex. I'm your own personal Alexa. The only thing we are not doing tonight is music. No sound effects, no nothing. I just can't.
So if you want to listen to music,
sound effects in your mouth.
Yeah, I can do that. If I can stand to play FS22, I may do the moo.
Yep.
Did you just motorboat?
Yeah. The side of the
I see a
road.
moor and an acorn on the other side of the house. Well, it's the greenhouse. Well, no,
And
purple
Marine.
house. And Marine, how are you, darling?
oh, Marine.
Hi, guys. So we're on the purple and the red and the TikTok.
Yep.
We're streaming. Yes, I do. Why does everybody say that, or they go, I'm going ghost? Nick does that, and it's annoying as all get out. Not as annoying as me, but it is annoying. I can see you. I'm not crazy. You are here. Unless you're intentionally trying to avoid me, which it feels like the last week. I need to message Vet Nation cards, because I said that in his chat last night, but I was joking and I forget. They don't know me well enough to know when I'm joking, so I want to make sure that that was not awkward, because it was a little for me.
What did you say?
I said I feel abandoned by people now.
Oh, that's understandable.
Yeah, so I forgot that they don't know me well enough, and so I want to make sure people know. There are basic things that you guys are comfortable with that I am just not comfortable with. And because I've been in like a night terror hell the last 9 days.
Well,
it's bad.
That's frustrating.
It
Plus
is.
not knowing what's causing it and everything.
I can't say it's any one thing, but something definitely has made it worse, because I'm usually, when I start to have like the thoughts about my childhood and I'm reliving moments I never want to relive or think about, usually I can distract myself with something, but I usually am just falling asleep and it hits me in the face like a Mack truck, and I can't even catch my breath, and then no wonder that I'm staying sick. It's because I can't get a break where I have moments where I'm not having to stress or worry about things. And then, of course, this week the bills are all messed up because of the car stuff and the brakes that had to be replaced, or the pads, and the tire. And I know I have at least one major thing wrong. I'm trying to not think about the other one that I'm pretty sure is wrong. And so without health insurance, I'm sitting here just kind of screwed. And then I'm bitter because there are people who have health insurance that are not going when they should because they just don't want it. And it's like, fuck you then. Because some of us would love to have insurance and we can't. We make too much money, and yet we make not enough because everything is tied to the bankruptcy and to the house. So, and then I have that to worry about because now we're on the next round of trustee payments, and it's like,
Yeah.
It's a never-ending cycle.
No, it's not. As long as I'm here, it's my cycle as well. But I'm trying to work on that. But in order for that to happen, I need things to go back to working the way they were. And if they're not going to, then I have more things I got to think about because I am overly doing the energy on things that are just not doing anything for me. And it's absolutely life-sucking. I would say soul-sucking, but I don't have one, so...
Yeah, that's why we keep specifying that you're trying to steal my soul.
Exactly.
If you stop doing that, you might not have that problem.
No! It will never happen because you go out when I tell you you're not allowed.
I had
I don't remember saying you could adult today. I thought that was already a day.
I'm sorry. I did not know you were my mother, and I had to get permission.
I sent you that memo. Yes, you do, and I sent you that memo. It is not my fault you did not read it.
Because I got more adulting to do next week.
Well, then, chat, you guys are screwed because I'm going to be Royal Queen Bitchy next week. Because I pretty much only have Pappy 24/7 when I'm around, and he not being around is a bad thing for you guys.
But I do my adulting when there's daylight hours, and you're usually doing your adulting of trying to clean the house.
I don't do that. That thing is not something that I do. That was funny. I'm glad it was funny.
I was going to say, I thought you did.
No, you thought wrong. I don't.
There was a time that you used to do the laundry during this like 2 to 4 hour block.
Here is the truth, because none of you live with me, so you don't know. Because I'm not on camera all the time, you guys don't get to watch things fall apart and deteriorate. So, me telling people that I'm sick, it resonates as I'm sick. So you write it off as she's sick, she'll get over it, it'll be fine. Except the problems that I have are ones that don't go away, and that left untreated are seriously dangerous. And so I have to do whatever I have to do to try and stay upright and keep going as we get closer to November when they do the open enrollment for all of the insurance again. So I think that's about mid-November. And even then, I have to magically manifest money that I'm supposed to already be making that I'm not making because I can't make things to sell and make things to give away and try to make things to support KOVH because donations are just non-existent. And the help that we do get is great, and it's going to help with the website and with shipping and things, even though USPS needs to go away because they keep screwing with my mail labels and my boxes. I got an empty box today, by the way. We'll talk about that in a minute. I don't know. We'll talk about that in a minute. But, so obviously I'm at the point where I physically now look really sick because Dave came home and said, I'm not going to even ask if I have to stay home tomorrow because I know what you're going to say. But he said, what do you need to buy that we have to buy in order for you to at least be a little better? And I was like, look, the things that I have to have are the vitamins, which I currently have. Roger bought me so many B12 that I'm good with that. That's one of the things, but the magnesium is the other. I am having a horrible time with calcium, and because I'm constantly calcium deficient, like critically low, I can't keep it in my body. My bones are shrinking because of that. They're brittle. That's a lot of the problem with the jawbone and stuff. So that opens up when I have like sinuses and allergies. That is why it's so much worse than just sinuses and allergies. It's because of that. On top of that, there is the MS. On top of that, there is the undiagnosed things that I didn't get diagnosed because we came off active duty, got insurance, and then I stupidly thought we were going to be okay, and we were for 4 months, but then that ended. So when I say I'm sick, if I'm physically telling you guys that I am, I'm already too far past just being sick. So when I have to talk over people, when I have to repeat myself multiple times, when I have to deal with the drama and the bullshit and adults not being adults and following simple rules and guidelines that they may or may not agree with or like, but it's to protect me because I can't handle anymore, that's why. But fast forward to the box, right? So Spectrum has been our carrier since 2014. I told them when we added the mobile that I was not well and that I need them to explain in dum-dum terms what I need to do to return the modem. They said, you can return it to Spectrum, which is not going to happen. I'm never stepping foot in that trash store again. Or we can go to the UPS store. Okay, that's fine. However, drop-offs has been difficult because Dave works 2 hours away, and they won't let us take it to the nearest UPS store because that would be when he has the car over in Camarillo, and that's going to mess up our account. So then I went online and I said, okay, can you send me the home box that will let you give me the label in the box to put the modem in? I'm sicker than hell last night, and I'm trying to talk to the agent. And the guy keeps telling me to go to UPS. And I was like, are they going to come pick me up and take me to the store? Well, no. Okay, then. I do not drive. I do not have a license, and I do not have a car. It's not being made up. I don't. So how am I supposed to do that? So he told me last night that it would be 5 to 7 business days, but that they would get a box in the mail, right? I'm like, okay, fine. So I don't have to worry about it. Sometime early this morning, they came with the label that now I didn't get because I didn't know they were out there, left the box, which is just a box that's sealed and taped up, which I had no idea if it was something horrible or not. Considering what I have with somebody wanting to cause me physical bodily harm, I am not opening a box that has no label on it. I'm not doing it. So I called them and they said, oh, that's the box from us. What? So you put an unmarked box on my frickin' front porch, knowing that I told you guys the day before I need to know these things because I can't watch the front door. You need to get secure. No, I do not, because that's money we don't have. No, you need to tell me that you guys are going to next day express me the frickin' box. So that is how my day has gone so far.
Good Lord.
Yes, it is never a dull moment with Amy.
I told you we're going to turn this into the
days of our lives, Amy version.
The days of our
yes.
Days of our lives, Amy version.
I know.
And we don't even have to make this shit up.
No, I wish. I make Jerry Springer look good.
That's sad.
And we're on reruns because he's not around, as Pappy keeps pointing out. It doesn't keep them from playing the fucking shows. I'm telling you, my life since age 4 has been a living hell, and it's just ridiculous stuff that should not happen that keeps happening. And the only person who pays the price is either me or my son. It's just ridiculous. So, I have not had the energy to do I need to set up the photo light box to take the pictures of all the keychains because when I am streaming, as in right now, all keychains are a 2-for. So, and what did we say it was? Normally they're 2 for $8 plus shipping. So as long as they're not with something else, like as long as you're not buying a candle, if it's just the 2 keychains, we can do flat rate shipping at $5. It'll go in the padded envelope. It'll be like 4 something for shipping, I think, maybe 6 depending on what they're gonna do to me with the whole stupid box thing. But so when I am streaming only, we're doing the 2 for, and we do have we have one army. I think we have the one tiny tiny. We have a handful of the stats dog tags. We have the 2 faith. We have all the acrylic ones. So I'm gonna have to do a little photo montage video of all of those so that we can throw it up when I'm streaming and everybody can see what we have. Also, tomorrow the next payment is due on the electric in Florida, so I have to still pay on that lovely bill, which is, I think I've got it down to like 100 and something. I have to keep making payments because we already had existing bills for the business, and we don't have a huge overhead, but we do have one. So that's kind of where all of your gifts and stuff go, guys.
So if you'd like to donate, now's the time to do it.
Well, and a $50 donation will get you 50 tickets.
Yes. Towards the t-shirt or the candle, if your name is drawn. And then the next person that, after you decide, if your name is the first one drawn, you get your choice. And then the next person gets the item that you didn't choose.
Yep. Also, I think we're gonna raffle off a custom piece.
Yep, we're working on setting up a date for that, but we're gonna do it when Amy's feeling good, so we can also do some other items with it.
Then we're screwed.
Sales. Yeah, well, I hope not.
No, I don't see me getting better anytime soon right now.
As soon as Amy's able to sit up long enough for us to do it appropriately, how's that?
I don't feel good. I feel like crap. Like, I've been sick, throwing up, and dehydrated. I'm so dehydrated that, like, my lips are, like, cracking off my face. Like, they're literally skin is falling off.
We will see how she's feeling come this weekend. If not this weekend, next weekend.
It may be on the spot sales where I have to change the overlay and do the flip cam. Yeah.
Do it when she has the energy.
Well, so again, then we're screwed because I never have energy.
We're always screwed. Come on.
Oh, you're going to be more so because I am officially tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I'm ordering it. Tomorrow I'm switching out soda for the Ensure, so I'm going to double up on the Ensure drinks. I have the powdered stuff, but without one of those little hand blender things, I can't get it. Yeah. The powdered stuff. Thing. I can't do it. I can't do it.
What did I just do?
I leave you be because you're super busy. I don't know what you're talking about. I have learned the hard way that if I start to get mothery to people and I panic because they're gone from my life, regardless of if they're sick or they're on vacation or if they're busy with their friends or their family or all of the above, then it never ends well for me. It never has. And instead I stupidly kind of scroll through TikTok and I see things I don't want to see with people that I wish weren't associating with people that I wish they wouldn't. But I can't.
But we don't tell people who to associate with.
No, we do not. I said I wish I could.
I know.
Only because they'll have to find out the hard way, the kind of people that those people are.
Yeah.
I love you guys to bits. You are the reason that I keep trying, so.
Well, I wasn't even sure if you were going to try to go live today, so I told you today.
I am trying to do something.
I said, wasn't sure, just play it by ear. So.
I will always try. I just may not be able to do much. I may have to keep getting up because I've been really sick.
Right.
Which I think I'm working on again in a minute or two. But we'll see.
No.
But I got pissed and I said, fuck it, I'm going to buy that damn game, so I did.
When did you buy it?
Like, about an hour ago.
Oh, well, it's not on sale on my end, so they don't like me. Oh, well. It's only like $20, but...
Did you finish the laboratory?
Huh? No, I'm working on it right now, though.
Uh-oh.
I'm actually streaming as we talk.
I will be right back. I got
Okay.
it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, while we wait for Amy to come back, don't forget to go visit the KOVH website at keepourvetshoused.org. You're going to want to go there because, she writes a blog about every couple of days, puts it in there, and I am behind because she put like 2 or 3 in since I last checked it. But I know you're going to want to go read them, send them to your friends and family, or at least have them on hand so you can reference them. Let people know that we are out there. But also, if you go to the KOVH website, we have a shop there. In the shop, if you buy them, if you select all the merchandise that you'd like to buy, if you enter in the code Vet Families, VETFAFA. Oh, good Lord, I gotta look it up. That's what I get for thinking. FAMILIES. Good Lord, have mercy! I need to go back to school. All right. Anyways, you enter in that code. That will get you 25% off your purchase. So go check this stuff out. Pick up your purchase, and if you need the code again, just let me know. I will let you give it to you. But those are the 2 things that you could do right now if you'd like to buy anything that is in our shop. Now, if you want to buy the pens, or I'm sorry, the keychains, just let it. If you see them on the shop web page, just remember to come in here and let us know which ones you want, and we will set you up. Sorry, I had a notification pop up on my phone, and I did not recognize who it was from. So apparently, it's going to stay where it's at. Also, if you're on TikTok, don't forget tap the screen. Oh wow, we need to get these likes up. If y'all can tap that screen and get us up to 1.5 at least, that'll at least get us out to the For You page while we wait for Amy to get back. If you guys use Twitch or Purple, I should say, make sure you're following Keep Our Vets Housed over there. But also, if you don't mind, follow me also because when Amy's not live, I tend to try to go live to at least keep pushing the cause. And any help that you can get to help me out too would be greatly appreciated because I really want to keep our vets housed going even when Amy is having a rough day. I just want her to know that we are here and we're always going to support keep our vets housed. So don't forget to tap that screen. If you're on Purple, don't forget, if you're on Purple, TikTok, and Red, and just so you know, those are the purple and red are the code words for certain apps. Don't forget, we do have a Discord channel. If you've not joined our Discord channel, go ahead, go over to the link of the tree. You will find the link to the Discord in there. Click on that link. That'll take you over there to the Discord channel, and we will get you in there. Yep, she's working on it, Alex. Just give her a few days, and hopefully they can get her back to good health. So just give it time. Also, if you have not taken time to read and sign the petition, and you've been sitting here for a couple weeks now listening, I want to ask you to go over to the link of the trees again. Scroll down to the petitions, like in the top 5 area. Sign the petition, and then send it to everybody you know after you've read it. After all, the petition does explain everything that KOVH is about, what we are trying to do, why we are trying to do it, and why we need your help. In the meantime, why don't y'all tell me what y'all are going to be doing for Halloween this year? Anybody gone to haunted houses yet? I know a couple of our friends that are in the Discord have already gone to at least 2 different haunted houses. But anybody else doing the haunted house thing or the Halloween parties? Hard to believe we're almost to the end of October. So anybody doing anything fun this Halloween?
Okay.
Oh, here she comes.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hope you're feeling better.
No, but shit happens.
Did you get some ginger ale?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
No, wait till we get paid. Yeah, and that's if we get paid early enough.
Yeah, I understand.
Maybe Fed is just crap sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but I'll agree. Banking in general is crap.
We get Navy Fed is usually really good. We get paid 2 days before regular military does. So.
Oh, that's cool.
As long as you have active duty, even checking, even if you are military, you get paid 2 days early. So. Thank you. But that's just how the day is going to go. And it seems like every time I get little bits of sips in, I do good for a little while, and then all of a sudden I'm right back down.
Are you keeping your feet up as much as you can?
No, because that doesn't seem to help.
Yeah.
Not now. I don't know what's changed, but something isn't right. And last night I was having, I had to take an aspirin because that was scary.
Yeah, I know that. Well, that must have happened. It probably happened after I left then.
It did.
Dang.
He was busy with the game, though. I don't think he really paid attention.
I'm sorry.
Not your fault.
No, I just don't. I'm sorry that you're having to go through all of this.
That's all right.
I don't like it when my friends are sick.
I don't like it when people let you in. You keep finding me.
Well, if you stop letting the Discord say, "Hey, I'm going live," then I would never know. But then again, I also have the notification turned on Twitch and TikTok, so eventually I would have learned through them.
You'd find
well,
me.
no, not always. Not always.
Turn left.
Not like I track you.
More, I'm gonna need you to use your muscles and change the locks on the door, if you could.
Nope.
Yep.
I don't use locks.
More.
I come through the cracks.
You're not coming through my crack. I'm sorry.
Oh. Dang.
Didn't know that was an option.
It's not an option. That is why I don't know why he said that.
I come through the cracks under the doors.
Now he
Why
specifies.
is this stupid freaking gnome in the fucking toilet? Get the hell out of here.
Turn left.
My poor
Bring
belly.
my thing. Get, go.
I said all day yesterday, oh my god, I gotta turn left.
Can't clean this thing with you in the way, you stupid gnome.
No. I'm supposed to be going forward, and the controller is not behaving itself.
I was like, is it doing it again?
It's doing it. I'm going backwards. There it goes. I am.
Don't lose power.
Why would you say that right now?
Because
He has the best time in the world.
Oh my god, Pappy.
Well, you did have that problem the other day when you were driving, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, guess what? We're going to make you watch as you go swerving off the road.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny.
No.
That was kind of funny. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, up until I end up having to spend a fortune on the freaking repair bill.
Makes you wonder if they don't do that in the game, because that happens in real life.
It's well, now we're damaged.
What?
Yeah.
Who hit you?
No, it's the gate. The controller is not working right. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to replug it.
Dang it. By the way, do I have everything there cleaned? Ugh, got that area up there.
I'm gonna need to get repaired before I actually get the trailer now. This one.
Okay, here we go.
I don't want your ATS repair bills. That's bad. Where's the nearest? Oh, right there. Wait, where's gas?
Around the corner.
No, right there. Okay. So it's all in the same area. Alright, so I'm gonna... Wait. We're gonna reset navigation. We're gonna get repaired first.
Stupid gnome.
Drive safe.
Your daughter does that too? Oh. So now I get to back out. This is gonna be fun. Actually.
Does Amy need a... Yes, she needs a new body. So if you can clone her a new body, please ship it to me, and I'll make sure it gets to her. Because I'm going to ship it to Roger after it gets to me.
Wait.
Wow. I'm taking this all wrong now.
Yeah. Pappy says things and... Really? You can see me. I'm trying to turn around. You know what? Just go ahead. Just go ahead.
Expecting the chain of command when it comes to receiving things like that.
Nobody
For a
is
new body?
Yeah, Pappy,
Yes.
that was just opening doors we don't want open.
It said clone.
Uh-huh. You said
No,
you were
you're
gonna get
trying
bodies.
to get her body before she gets her body.
Yeah, which is, he didn't think about how that sounded.
Okay, so it shouldn't go directly to me, but, you know, chain of custody.
No, there is no chain of custody with my body. Good God, Pappy.
Okay, send it through Amazon then.
How about we just leave Amy alone? Just leave Amy alone.
Oh, geez.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could just
No!
order a new body?
I don't know what to say, dude.
Time to get the job done.
No, there's no
Right.
job getting done. There's no chain of command with my body. None. None!
Let's do this.
There is no debate over this. It's just no. Oh, that's gonna hurt. She just likes me for my body. No, thankfully, I've never been that way. Thankfully. I can honestly say that. Hi, Chevelle! Pappy is being mean to me.
No,
He's trying to get my body before anybody else does, including me.
I wasn't even going to unwrap it. I was going to leave it wrapped.
Wow.
Sure,
Ew. And now he's wrapping in my body.
I was going to leave it in it.
He's not a serial person.
No,
So,
I don't understand. No comment. Chevelle, you're supposed to be on my side. Just, I don't know what. I don't know. You don't understand. Do you want me to get it? What? I'm confused. Now, I am confused.
Then turn back.
I'm very confused. It's fine.
as long as you're not dazed as you are confused.
I don't know anymore. I don't feel good,
Turn
so
left.
Oh, so it might be dazed as well.
probably. I need to be working on a grow tent, and I don't have the energy to work on the grow tent, so...
Stay left, and then turn left. Turn
I'm
left.
tired.
Stay left, and then turn left.
I'm going to get gas. Leave me alone. Stupid GPS.
Turn left.
No!
Recompute.
Recompute this, fish.
Stay left, and then turn left.
No.
Finding new route.
Leave the route alone.
Go straight.
I know. I'm amusing at best sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. I'm just trying to get some gas. That's it.
Stay left, then turn left. Turn left.
Kaiser?
Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Never mind. I'll find a new route myself, sir. Thank you.
Stay right, then turn right.
He's gonna hate me. Well, how do you... excuse me. You do know that you're on the right side, which is the wrong side. It's okay. I'll just go on your side. Idiot. Stupid AI.
Okay, let's find a new route.
I'm violent
The hell's
today.
a cistern?
The what?
Stay left.
The cistern.
That white thing above the toilet. The white box.
Yeah.
Where the water comes from?
Yeah.
I gotta find the
He's
one that
never
I did
used
not.
old-fashioned terms.
I gotta find the one that I did not get fully cleaned.
Hi, Fox Gaming. Welcome in.
Found it.
I didn't know it was detachable.
Hmm.
Huh?
Huh?
Where?
Why?
Oh, God.
Oh, please call me Superman.
Turn right. Turn right.
Alright, I'm trying to get myself out of my phone.
You need to.
Go straight.
Still?
Even canceled physical therapy today because I'm like, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, just be careful that you make it up because you need it.
Well, they
Unless-
give me the exercises, paper description,
Okay.
so I can do some exercises at home.
Go
But
straight.
it's easier when you have somebody there. It's like, okay, now do this, now do this.
I know.
Only helping a little bit. I'm a little bit steadier
Good.
now. I still use my cane just in case. So.
I hate it, but I always try to have it closed.
Recomputer.
What are you
And I have a
snapping?
fashionable cane, so it's a good conversation starter.
I didn't get to bling mine out. I wanted to.
Then turn right.
I
I'm
need
just gonna
it.
get a
for
fedora.
stability. Oh God, you're gonna be Pimp Man. Da na 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 Pimp Man.
Wait, wasn't that how
Go straight.
Hannibal Lecter worked?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know. He's
So
talking.
wasn't that how
Talking
Hannibal
about
Lecter
bodies, now
worked?
you're talking about Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah,
Happy.
sure.
Yeah, we're in the ATS voice chat, so that we try not to keep very many people. And I have trouble listening to the GPS and having a room full, but you can ask Peppy for an invite. That's easy enough fixed.
Well, if she wants to come in, I will gladly
It's
fix
not.
that.
We never hide. It's just we're trying to keep to a minimum the
I meant
number
to,
of
yeah, 'cause it
voices.
get chaotic,
It
Time
does.
to hit the road.
Wait.
especially when you're
we got it.
overstimulated already. So
It's really just
Yeah.
it gets confusing.
Yeah, when we set it up with just a few people at first, and we grow it from there. Channel settings.
and it helps if you have the game and Amy gets to the point where she's feeling better and like, hey, convoy, let's do it.
I'm waiting for a convoy. I'd rather do a convoy than myself stupid stuff right now, but I don't want to push you either. Oh, damn it. My anxiety is, like, I don't know why it's bothering me so much, but I'm better when you're driving with me than, even when bad things happen, like when I crash, it's just, I take it better. But I want you to have your time.
Okay, Acorn, you should be able to see the room. I just added you.
Wow.
English hard.
let's do this.
Do it. Maybe after this, depending on how you're feeling after this delivery, I can do a convoy with you.
I'll feel fine. I'll just need to reset so I can take the mod off, because that's the only thing that's going to conflict.
Sorry.
No, I can't join anyone else's.
I don't mind doing it vanilla, so, without any mods, so.
I like vanilla. I don't want chocolate right now. I like vanilla.
Okay, then I won't convoy.
No, you stop it! You're different.
I'm 50% vanilla?
Yes. You're 50% vanilla. I see. It's just better when you're around. I really don't feel good. I hate this feeling. Happy, remind me to get a receipt for the next payment on that electric, because I'll forget.
Okay, when you gonna make it?
Tonight. I gotta make it tonight. It's due tomorrow, so.
Okay. I will do my best to remind you, provided I'm around.
Why would you not be around?
I don't know. I might fall asleep on you. Who knows?
Pappy, if that becomes a habit, you and I are going to have more than just a little bit of problems.
Yeah. Fix your routine or something. It's like, oh, what's happening? This is unusual.
I can't deal with change, and he literally is in charge of everything. So when he's not, it's not so much the chat, even though, yeah, I have to read the chat. It's mostly that...
Even though I'm not planning to go anywhere tonight, I mean...
You aren't going anywhere if you're sleepy and you fall asleep for the third frickin' time.
Well, let's see. Last night I went to bed around 3 or 4 o'clock.
You were still up.
Didn't fall asleep. Still didn't fall asleep.
No, you were on Facebook.
Yeah, I was on there briefly, but I was actually finding found some articles.
He was finding Nemo. Oh, I've got an article I've got to post. I was pissed. Mark my word. I said when the anti-people Supreme Court passed their damn decision down that it was going to be a major problem, and now we're going to start having loss of life because of that decision. And are they going to be accountable? No. Fuck them and their stupid ass powers. They need to be removed from their positions, and they need to be charged with crimes against humanity, period. And then I'm going to start putting together a list of the politicians, which they all need to be fired, so... Sorry if I piss anyone off, but it's fact, because it's bullshit that now states are going to end up making criminals out of people who can't even afford to have a room at night, and yet somehow they're expected to pay a $200 damn bill, a ticket, a fine for being homeless because they don't want to lose their lives in a shelter where it's violent. Those stats were absolutely ridiculous. If we're going to start criminalizing the poor, then we need to start criminalizing the wealthy. God forbid if any one of you guys who are getting by paycheck to paycheck are in that position ever and have to face that. That would absolutely gut me. If we lose this house and I get to have a criminal record because we are not going to go to a shelter, there's going to be problems. And if that is the answer that these states have, then these states need to be removed from their power. It needs to go back up to the Supreme Court after we clean them all out and put in nonpartisan party people inside. You know, regular people who actually could maybe have a little tiny bit of humanity in them still.
Who actually understand what the law is?
Yes, not how they interpret it. Because if you pass that kind of power down to states that are corrupt as fuck and are going to push party agendas like we have now, people are going to lose their life. A $200 a day fine is nothing little.
So this is not in addition to what you posted yesterday.
No, this came out this morning.
Oh, lovely. I missed a lot of good things.
I was so pissed it made me sick. I was there. It's ridiculous.
I bet it was not anything in the main. It would be something that was not in the mainstream talking point.
Of course not, because it doesn't impact everybody else right now. Because it's only on the state level right now. And not all states are going to report it because they know that people aren't going to actually give a shit because we say we do, but we really don't. Only when it impacts us.
What's their overall goal for that, to prevent it, because the deterrent?
Someone needs to tell me. I don't know. Because right now, as it sits, the fines that are going out are $200 minimum. For public sleeping. Not
that was in the
encampments.
Now that's in the one city, or is that all
No,
over?
it's all over right now.
Okay. Because I know your state, we'll just use your state as an example.
I'm talking about my state. That's where it came out of.
Oh, great. So
it's because of him.
Your governor's pushing it, but the mayor of Los Angeles is pushing back.
Yeah, and we have been threatened with them not going to pay for our funding. They're not going to fund our vital programs anymore. We are not going to get the extra money to the cities that need the actual police departments because all we have are sheriff. We're not going to get the extra money needed to buy new equipment for, the things that we need to buy. That's what they're going to do. But that's where the story came out of, was Sacramento and San Francisco because of Elkhurst. All of the rulings that impacted Grants Pass, that lovely act that got footed out by the Supreme Court, that is pure fascism at its best.
Okay, you're talking about your state capital area and its surrounding suburbs that this is coming out of.
It's the entire state that is supporting this. We have individual communities that are praising it. There are 4 on record that says that they cannot wait to implement it because they want the trash out of their city. These are human lives.
Okay, the trash that was their citizens that lost their homes.
Yes.
Because they didn't do anything to help them.
Yes, because they're in the mindset that the stereotype is that they're drug-using, alcoholic criminals who are causing the crimes in our city. And that by cleaning them out and putting them into jail that we're going to get rid of the crime. That the politicians are still going to have their seats in office. So how are we getting rid of the criminals?
We're not getting rid of the ones in office.
Yeah, we need to, but we're not going to because there's too many people that are celebrating it because of how it was worded when the Supreme Court passed down their decision. I said the day that it happened, I said, this is bullshit. It's going to cost people their lives. Guess what? Now it's going to cost people their lives because who is part of that homeless population? We have veterans. Veterans who served this country that are not fucking criminals are now going to be criminals because they can't afford the $200 per fine. I don't know yet if it's a daily limit, if they're only allowed to be charged one time, because if it's more than that, oh my God. Can you imagine what a week it would be? Probably. So they exclusively mention that this goes for park sleeping on benches, public sleeping in cars, sidewalk sleeping. So literally everything is included because the Supreme Court couldn't have the balls to set aside party differences and say, you know what, we need to address this as a humanitarian issue and we need to figure out long-term goals.
No, they kicked it back to the states because they didn't want to have to rule on it.
Exactly.
Because no matter which way they would have come out, if they had said no, if all 7 had said no, somebody would have had a problem and said that left or right, they sold out their party.
They sold out anyway. Look at the majority who makes up the Supreme Court. The majority people in the Supreme Court support what is going on, and they knew that if they kicked it back, the states that were going to support it were going to also have the biggest problem with this going into effect because we have the biggest number of homeless people. So congrats. You're criminalizing veterans.
Yeah, and by doing what I mean, and yes, I know it's a constitutional issue of states versus federal rights, but where's the humanity issue in this?
Until we clean
Because
up our
the states,
states, this is the problem. I
well,
don't
and
have a problem if we look. I'll rephrase this and I'll clarify my point because I think I'm saying the wrong words. Okay. I have a problem with the states that we have right now having the governments in place that they have right now for one reason. Because each individual state is red or blue and supports the red or blue party. They align with their needs and their wants. They are supporters of that party's belief. The majority of them support almost all of it. But most of the major things like guns, homelessness, addiction, abortion, they all align with the majority of their base.
mm-hmm.
That's a fact, okay? That's the problem that I have. Because we have states predominantly one color or the other, that means that if you're in a state where that party's beliefs, now mine is the exception because mine is a blue state, which oddly enough is supporting this, which is pretty much right-wing leaning, because it was the Supreme Court justices' right-wingism that they are the ones who were touting this in the first place, never mind the fact that on record we have countless right-wing party people talking about how it needs to happen because if we criminalize them, maybe it won't look as good and people won't be as comfortable wanting to be homeless, as if that's a thing. So when we have states that are set up one color over the other, then the government is going to reflect and cast down its decisions based upon that. That is just how the government has worked since I've been alive. So here we have California looking at Oregon and Grants Pass and going, oh, look, we have a trash city. So because we have failed to govern the people by the people, and instead have pushed our party's agendas, which obviously Democrats aren't that great either, because this state is blue, mind you, and we have spent 30, 40 billion dollars in 5 years on the fucking homeless problem that they have made worse because they're not listening to those of us who are saying, how about talk to those people like us who are ready to lose our homes and we can see from down here below you what is not working and why what you're doing is catastrophic. So because they're more wanting to support their own political agenda and the fact that we're pretty sure somebody's going to make a run the next election for White House because that seems to be his goal, or at least a cabinet position, that's all he cares about. So he is gung-ho threatening everybody in the state that if we do not comply with these fines, which again, I have not found one less than $200 a ticket for sleeping on a park bench, or in your car at Walmart where they generally have spaces that you can do that in, there's going to be a problem. Because they can't pay it if they can't afford to feed their families or have roof over their head. So all of those multi-billion-dollar skyrise homeless shelters that are now being funded, guess what's not going to happen? They're not going to put those people in there because why would they allow them, since they're the quote-unquote trash that they're trying to get off the streets? So instead what they've now secretly started doing is just shipping them out of the state to other states who are then going to ship them back to us. They can't pay for gas for their car or food. You expect them to pay these fines? How is that a thing? And then they can't even, there's a poor people's part of the court where they address these fines, right? You can work out a payment plan. Why is that the answer?
Well, the problem is, and before anybody turns this into politics and says, well, we're giving money to X, Y, and Z, the problem is this has been going on for as long as most of us have been alive.
Yes.
The homeless will always be a part of it. There are those who do choose to live on the streets.
Yes.
Because that's their right. but that's a very small percentage.
That's all that I
But
wanted people to understand was that I accept that there are people. It's a small percentage.
but it's the larger percentage that's forced down the street because of the same government bureaucratic bullcrap, such as, oh, you know what, this year we need to raise taxes so we can fund whatever city project we want to do because it's going to pad my pocket after the project is done.
This is the thing that I think is
That's the
causing me to
problem.
get the death threats because of the way I'm speaking out about both parties and the fact that our homeless population includes veterans and that we're going to have active duty coming off of these current deployments who have had enough and are going to become veterans, that they're going to be in the same shoes. Not to mention there are still those watching who are not being honest about their current financial status, who are either borrowing and borrowing and borrowing or living off of credit cards, that doesn't count because you're still creating debt for yourself. But they're also in the same boat and they're just trying to pretend that it's not affecting them. This could be you because it damn sure is me at the end of December. If we don't find a way to come up with the two payments, well, one payment.
And here's something to remember. If we let them force people out of their homes because they can't afford them, who's usually going to buy them?
Corporations are buying them.
Well, let me finish my thought. There's going to be some group that will buy it and put it in their portfolio because they're wanting to control all the housing. That's what's going on. And yes, it's not a left-right thing. It's not a conspiracy theory.
No,
All you
it's
gotta
fact.
do is look at what people are doing. Stop walking around with blinders on.
It does not matter anymore who takes the White House, who controls the Senate, or who controls the House. It does not matter because it is the same bullshit connected by the same dollars that we have a group of growing Americans who refuse to understand that they are being lied to and manipulated to fit their party's agendas and push it on people, and the wrong people are losing their lives.
Yep.
But hey,
and
how many do I sit there and see say that they support the mental health movement and that veteran lives matter? That's bullshit. You're a hypocrite because if we did, then you would be helping us to fight back because we're the only ones doing it and it's getting me death threats. So,
you know what? Amy and I, a few months ago, we were talking about this. We got on the topic of one corporation and where they put their money at when it comes to politics, because I was trying to prove a point. And Amy, good at digging up the stuff, she humored me. And she already knew most of these answers anyways, but she pulled up the latest statistics on this corporation. It's a big box company. And they give their money to both parties because they hedge their bets against the American people.
Yes.
And if you think voting for whoever is going to make a difference, you better look at who's putting the money in their pockets.
They fund both sides. Of course, they always fund one more heavily than the other, but they fund both sides. We have an anti-people government on the state and federal level, and it's killing off good people. And then we address that by making them criminals because they can't afford to keep the house that they've been trying to get help keeping, because they can't afford the cost of living, because the interest rates on VA loans are able to be touched by everybody and their mother, so that when we have to finally get our loan modification, instead of a locked-in 4%, we're at 6.89, jumping a $1,900 mortgage, which is cheaper than rent, to almost $3,000. You heard Sergeant Green and what he's paying. That's by design.
Yep. I mean, and Amy and I, a few months ago, we were talking. We shared with y'all the facts. I have the printout. A year ago, this past July, when the VA was getting ready to lay out the plans for the lending stuff, the bankers sent them a letter saying, hey, mortgage bankers wanted to get their 2 cents worth in. And then 6 months later in February, or 7 months later, February, you get there was another letter, which I also have to print out, and it talks about how much money was at stake.
Mm-hmm.
It is a money grab, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, it is. So don't
And
be
it doesn't,
fooled.
Amy and I, we sit here, we both are very, very passionate about our political views, but we try not to let our political views overshadow the fact of one thing. You have to have a heart when it comes to helping people.
I don't really have a political view. I want people to come before politicians.
Exactly. And you know what? Amy and I differ on that. I believe that you should be involved in politics. I believe you should be actively involved in knowing what people are doing in politics. I was raised to believe that if you did not vote, you wasn't letting your voice be heard. So it doesn't matter. And you know what? Amy and I can have an agreement, disagreement. We're not saying either one is right or wrong. We're saying these are where we stand. And if we can't stand, and Amy and I agree, we got to stand together. We can't wait for the government to do it. The government's not going to do jack for us unless we do something for them first. It's got to be you and I going to our city council and saying bullshit to this. Our homeless deserve better than this. I mean, yeah, every one of us doesn't like to see a person that's living on the street. Who here hasn't?
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe we need to stop referring to them as the homeless. Maybe we need to start referring to them as human beings, because those are fellow brothers and sisters. They're Americans who were born here, who fell on hard times, and because we don't take a few minutes to learn their story, we assume they're all the same.
Yep. And guys, we have to work together. We have to do what's best in the common good. I was told that if you want to see change, you don't start at the top. You start at the bottom.
You vote with your dollars.
Well, we already know that we can't start in Washington because Washington's the top.
Hey, Big Daddy.
We start in our communities. Huh?
I said, hey to Big Daddy.
Hey, Big Daddy, what's up?
He started to sound it like that. He started to say it. Hey, Big Daddy.
That's because it's your way of saying it, not mine. You're not Big Mama. If you were Big Mama, that would be a different story. It would be kind of weird.
Only if you make it weird.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Well, okay. We all know that I have a way of making things a little weird.
A little?
Your hidden talent. Yeah.
But guys,
it
only takes. I mean, look at what time of the year it is.
We are Big Daddy.
In October.
Entering November, yeah.
Yes.
Going into November.
And December, where everybody's heartstrings are going to be pulled and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody's noticed the temperature outside, but if you live in the northern half of the United States, the temperature has been dropping. I mean, it's like getting down to the 30s already in most areas.
I wanted to have 501c3 by now for that reason, because I wanted to make sure that we had the money that when our families who are fighting to stay housed and keep their homes need help with their utilities, that they don't get their gas and electric shut off so that they don't freeze to death. Because the majority seem to think that they can go and afford to get a hotel room somewhere.
Yep. I mean, have y'all priced a hotel room lately? It ain't cheap.
Some of them are like $200 a night here in the Midwest.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, unless, of course, you get lucky enough to get one that's less than $100. But that's only maybe for one night.
Do you think a homeless person's going to go on Groupon to look for deals?
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I hate to say this. How many people can afford $100 a night when you're lucky to bring home $300 or $400 a week if you're working a 40-hour-a-week job? So
everything is just so messed up.
You have to put on top of that. So The answer is not the fat cats in Washington. It's those of us sitting around talking with one another, saying, "Okay, what can I do?"
No, they're happy with more government and more control.
Who?
The government.
Yeah, like I said, it's not the fat cats that are going to make the difference. It's us. It's we the people that live in the communities that see the things that are going on, going, "Hey, okay, I know I don't want to be, I know I don't want to see this on my streets, but what can I get my local city government to do to make sure that this doesn't continue? Because whether we like it or not, it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse before it gets better.
Or your fellow
And
neighborhoods and stuff like that,
Yes.
and are we going to let the government just start rounding people up who are homeless and saying, well, guess what? Since you can't find a place to live, and this is your fifth time, we're just going to put you away in this
No, because
little
you know what I see
shelter.
happening? This is one of those pushes, and both sides have been bitching about it already. That the government, regardless of who's in office, the other side always says the other side wants it, wants to put people in these faux pas camps, right?
Yes,
These are the
exactly. You
people
know where I
that
was
are
going.
going to end up going into those camps. And these are not people who were bad with money and wanted to be homeless. These are people, many of which who serve this country, who didn't know and still don't know that they have access to their benefits. Or if they do, it's because like one of our World War II vets that are out in the street here. At least I hope he's still around. Christmas time usually he comes out, but he was like, I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna make me wait months to get maybe 10 or 25%, and that's going to be less than what I'm making if I just sit out here and I panhandle by the highway where, yeah, I run the risk of getting hit. Why is that a thing? Because we've stereotyped homeless people for so long that we put them in the boxes. These are the people that are going to get rounded up. These are husbands and wives and mothers and daughters and sons and brothers who were born in this country and who should matter. Okay, so fine. We have a major mental health crisis. Wonder why? Wonder
And you know
why?
what? I don't like to get into conspiracy theory or things that become conspiracy fact. But the fact is, if we keep playing into the hands of those that are doing this, that is exactly what they're going to do. There is always a little bit of a kernel of truth in all of this stuff. If you, I did not think it would ever get this bad, where a state could be allowed to say, guess what? We're going to arrest you for not having a place to live.
It's
Oh,
even worse than that. Because what this article today said, this particular area is no longer going to be forced by the court to offer them shelters. So now what they're doing is they're going to fine them, arrest them, jail them. If it's on a Friday, they for sure are going to spend the weekend in jail. So taxpayers are going to foot the bill for that. But they're also going to fine the people because you have to pay that back. Nothing is free.
nope.
Then they're going to get before the judge who's going to slap them on the wrist and say, well, this is your first offense. So this is your third offense. But winter's coming. Do you really want these people to be criminals rather than in a place where they can at least get some kind of sleep or someone can see them and get help? I get it. Businesses don't want the tents in front of their establishments. I understand. I also understand that without access to running water and bathrooms and all of that stuff, that's a bunch of different problems. I'm not stupid. I know that. I know that because I grew up in Detroit, and it was at a time when Detroit was overrun by not only people without homes, but animals without homes. We had mass amounts of animals, mostly dogs, running the streets because they were just being dumped. So I know that it's not a visual stimulant to get people to come funnel money into the cities, but why is it that matters more than people's freaking lives? They're still human beings. We just have gotten comfortable stereotyping them.
So where's y'all's compassion at these days?
whatever they can get a kickback from when they do their donations, because that's annoying.
No, I'm talking to the everyday people. We already know what corporate compassion
Oh, I don't
is.
know. I know a lot
Where's
of
every
people care, but they physically don't think that they can do anything, and it's not about money. There's lots of things you can do.
that? You know what? You can't always do everything as an individual, but when you get 2 or 3 people to start to work together, that grows into something larger.
My mother is afraid that this movement is going to end up costing me my life, and she's probably right, because I'm already getting the nasty threats. But I care more about justice for these families, the fact that they have served a country that is ungrateful as fuck, and would rather these families be labeled as freeloaders and want handouts, because that's just what certain parties are continuously trying to push and to narrate. While these people are already working, have been working, and have children who are going to suffer because we don't give a fuck. It's not aligning with our party values.
Mm-hmm. And folks, if you let the government take all the land because, oh, guess what? This person can't afford that house. So the corporate interest takes it, which the corporations, most of them are now running the government.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Nobody owns the land.
No. That makes it even worse, though.
Talk about the big conspiracy there, because if you go follow the trail of documents, you're going to find one there. Just go do your own reading, ladies and gentlemen. Stop being blinded by what you want to believe.
My hand is hurting.
Sorry, and I got to step away for a second because I got to do something.
I'm going to restart
So,
this
You have to
stream.
go poo poo.
no,
Ew.
actually, I got to do